an Aries born March 21st to April 19th, what can you expect for the month of September 2016? Let's tune in and find out. So Aries, there's a real, it feels like opening or opportunity for you to kind of get what you want. It feels, actually I would say even more than some of the other signs, it feels a little more peaceful this month. It feels a little less bumpy, right? Because we have a lot of planetary activity. We have Mercury is retrograde right now, starting August 30th all the way through September 22nd, which means it's the planet of communication and electronics. It affects our electronics, our iPhones, our appliances. You know, it can just cause a short circuit in things. It can also blind us to what we can't see. So almost like it's a little covering over our ability to clearly see things. So relationships or situations, which is why you really don't want to start new relationships or sign any documents if you can help it. If you have to, of course, you know, if business goes on, just double and triple check it, making sure everything is aligned the way that you want it to be. But so that's happening at the beginning of the month. And then in addition, on September 1st, we have an eclipse in the sign of Virgo, and then we have a lunar eclipse in Pisces at the 16th. So there's a lot of energy, and eclipses, they eclipse things into your life or out of your life, like new endings, new beginnings, and a lot of times it's not gentle. A lot of times it's very abrupt, and that can cause some sudden things. Now, for you, Aries, I don't feel as it's much for you, but it may happen for those around you, the people that you care about, people that you love. May, you know, suddenly these things may just happen to them where it's like, oh my gosh, you know, and you may want to rush in to help or try and support. So I see you kind of creating, being a supporting role in a lot of people's lives this month, in being able to kind of be right there and be a sounding board. And all of this too can also mean like exciting times, like really exciting things. It could be, you know, the sale of a business. It could be the sudden sale of a business, or the sudden move to getting married, or the sudden move to getting divorced. Like it's sudden ending and beginnings. So you want to be aware of it, and you want to just know that whatever happens, you have the tools and the information to be able to get you through those moments or those times. So now let's focus first on our romantic relationship. So Aries, those of you that are in a romantic relationship, let's look and see what September holds for you. Well, first of all, it feels like there's a great opportunity to be able to go away together. There may also be a little bit of loneliness on your part, where your partner is, you know, off and busy and running, doing other things, and maybe you don't have enough to occupy your time, or you'd just rather be doing something else, right? So I feel a little self-soothing energy going on for you, while maybe there's some distance between you and your partner. Could also be that and again, there is also this great opportunity I see after, more towards the middle of the month or the end of the month, when you may be going away together and really enjoying some, you know, powerful relaxation and good times with one another. Let's see what else is available for you. There's also this kind of need to be patient with yourself, a need to kind of like not push yourself to doing things that don't feel good to you anymore. It feels like there was a time when you had to do a lot of things because, you know, somebody else asked you to, or it was good for the business or good for the company. Now I feel like some of you are at a position or a stage in your life where you don't have to do that anymore. And while there are those of you that absolutely still have to do that, but you find a way to make peace with it. So there's this opportunity for you in your relationship to be able to really come together in a new way, in a way that works for both of you. And so I like that energy a lot. All right, so let's look now for those of you that are interested in love or interested in romance and see what's available for you. there's this real sort of like tornado energy around the first, just, this volcanic building up of energy. And that can be, it can be an emotion from just, rage at maybe there's something that you found out about your partner, that maybe the partner, lied to you or told you a half truth about a situation. And it could even be something that happened before you even started dating or before you even got married. But the fact is that they didn't come clean with you makes you suspicious of them. So some of you may be dealing with, something in your relationship that your partner may have lied to you about. And listen, if this hasn't happened already, I don't anticipate that it's going to happen, okay? Because I feel like this has already occurred for a lot of you. Now, I also feel in this relationship there's going to be an opportunity for you guys to patch things up or to have things even grow closer together. And if you already have a great relationship, and it doesn't feel like I'm even in the same ballpark with you, just know that your relationship's going to get even closer. There's an opportunity for it to even get closer even still than it is today. All right, let's look at your career and money for Aries. So you're going to need to be on your toes, Aries. It feels like there may be some people around you who are a little bit shady, who have their own agenda, and who may be manipulating things or weaving things to their advantage. It reminds me of a little bit of a robber mouse who's kind of like running in and stealing a little bit from you. And it could be just in the position that they are working the business, or are keeping you down or keeping you out of communication or out of the loop, to give them more control and to give them, kind of like one up on you. So just be aware that there may be somebody around you that's creating a little bit of rift. And here's the good news, is it's going to be exposed. You'll see it. You'll be able to see it so you can deal with it. And it also feels like it might have to do with money. And I feel like in the middle of the month, you're going to see it so you can expose it and you can put an end to it. So don't stress about it. Don't go around looking for it, because sometimes when we go looking for things, our ego gets in the way, and then we can completely create a big mess out of something that was, make a mountain out of a molehill, as they say. So if this is, if I'm speaking about you, it is something that's really going to fester and show up around the 16th without you really doing any digging. Okay. Let's look at money. So there may be more money, more opportunity to make more money this month, and also to be able to plug into other networks that are already successful. So whatever it is that you do, you may see some links with similar yet different organizations that you could, hook up to or connect to, that are going to build your own empire or cause you to be more successful. So no matter what you do in your life, for career, for money, just be aware that, look outside of the box and look and see where else what you're doing could fit, and that could mean that you look to another competitor or some other type of company for another job. It could mean that you're an entrepreneur and you hook up with another company in partnership for a whole new branch or arm of income. So there's some different ways in which you can leverage other people's money or other people's resources. And you're going to be able to see that this month, Aries, if you just kind of like open your eyes and look for it. And then you'll be able to spearhead that into something new financially for you, which I like a lot. Okay, now let's look at your health and see what you have in store for you, Aries. So, I'm feeling like a few knee issues. Some of that might have to be with the low back or the hips kind of out of joint. It could be that going to a chiropractor or an acupuncturist can help to strengthen those. Some sort of body worker that can help bring strength, because I really feel like it's coming more from the hips, like maybe the way your body is tilted, that we're getting some of this knee stuff. So just be aware, with your knees, wearing sensible shoes and taking care of things so that you don't have any ongoing pain or do anything. And, like tear something. So what you want to do is just trust your instincts, trust your body, be aware. That's all. I'm not here about, don't want to place any fear It's more around creating an awareness of what you need, right? Or what is being sensitive this month. I feel like some of you are tired too, and maybe needing a rest or needing a break. And, with Mercury retrograde, you're likely to get it. Things tend to slow down. There tends to be less pushing. So I think that's possible too. And then the other thing is just, trying to be patient with people around you, not only your spouse, but, other people around you. It feels like having this patience is also going to give you a greater calmness so that you can think clearer, and it'll make it easier for you to be able to capitalize on what's happening. So all in all, Aries, it feels like it's a great month for doing some business, a great month for you to support other people. It feels less, like I said, less chaotic than a lot of the other signs, much more grounded and even keeled, which I like. And there may be a few things along the way where you may feel left out, or some emotions like that where you feel like, people around you are changing. Here's the thing, that's true. There will be people that come and go in our lives. And all there really is to do is to, reach out and, test the waters and just, keep giving from your heart, and you're going to attract the right people into your life. And if somebody has phased out of your life, next, it's going to be fine. Somebody bigger, better, brighter will show up that you need in your life. So who knows if that's going to happen or not, because a lot of times these things could have already happened up to 6 months ago, and you've already gone through this, and not something that is going to be on your chart. All right, everybody, have an amazing month. If you like or enjoy my intuitive astrology, please click like, share it with your friends, and I look forward to connecting with you again next month.